Hi friends, fans and fellow Red Game enthusiasts, Major here. So today's video is going to be about how to build a deck. If you remember earlier videos, I stressed that it's important to have a combined arms mindset when you play this game. Infantry takes ground, vehicles, tanks help support, anti-air protects them from the air, helicopters come in to help support, and then air controls the skies. So you need to have a bit of everything. So today we're going to build a deck, and what will we go for? We'll just call it, we'll build an airborne deck today. Haven't had an airborne one before. And we'll go for NATO side. Weapon systems are no best of the Americans, so we'll go USA. Alright, so we've got prototype units unlocked, plus 15 activation points, and 10% availability for units type, logistic, recon, tank, infantry, support, vehicle, helo, and plane. But we are restricted, as the print in red says, to American. So click airborne. So we get an extra XP for units, types of infantry, helo, and plane, and all types of infantry, helo, and plane costs -1 activation point. So in other words, it's a bit cheaper. So we've got an extra 4 slots available for helo, plane, and infantry, and we are restricted to that type of unit. So what era do we want to play in? I think we'll just leave that open. It'll give us a little bit more flexibility in some of the units will be offered. So let's go. Alright, so when you first start, you'll see this screen. So down the left hand side, you've got the different types of units, whether it be logistic, infantry, support, tank, recon, vehicle, helo, plane, naval. We'll leave the naval out of this because airborne and naval normally don't go hand in hand. So let's start with our logistics. Without logistics, nothing's going to work. So you look down here, we've got the M114 as a command vehicle. We've got your standard like Willy Jeep or Humvee, and then we've got tactical infantry and trucks, and also for your headquarters. So what's the speed of the Jeep? 150 k's an hour, and the Humvee, what's the Humvee speed? 150 as well. Alright, so the Jeeps are a little bit cheaper, so we might go for those. Now on the top right hand side, see where they've got different classifications based on their experience. So rookie, trained, hardened, veteran, elite. So we can have 7 trained Jeep operators, so we'll take that, and that's all we can have of the Jeep. Traditionally you won't need more than 7 CPs. If you need more than 7, then either they're getting destroyed, they're either being overrun, or placing them poorly. We'll go into that in another video. Logistics. Logistics are really important. Here we have the Chinook, which you can see supplies 2,500 litres of supply, so whether it be fuel, bullets, band-aids, sandwiches, whatever. You can also use the Super Stallion, which is 3,700 litres of fuel. So I think we might go for 3 of the Stallions. Yep. And we can have a couple of those. Remembering, if we're using airborne units, they're going to be fighting behind the line, so to speak, so supplying them in traditional measures by trucks or lorries isn't going to work. And we will always need a forward operating base, which gives us 16,000 litres of supplies, so we'll have one of those. So that'll do us for the time being. We'll click back. You can always come back to it later before we finish it. Infantry. So what have we got here? We've got assault engineers that come in by Huey, Black Hawk, or a twin Huey. We've got Delta Force, and we've got your traditional airborne, which is either in Humvees, Hueys, Black Hawks, or twin Hueys. So now the red eyes. Let's have a look at the red eyes. Yep, infrared missiles, bit of anti-air protection there. Or you can also go for the Stingers, the Humvees. Let's see what else we've got to choose from. Oh, we can also go for light infantry in Humvees, Hueys, Black Hawks. Then we can go for riflemen, Humvees, Hueys, and Black Hawk. So there's different configurations for the transport. So let's get some Stingers in there, and they'll be hardened. We get 7 units. If we go veteran, we go 4. So hardened is a capable unit, so we'll go for that. No, we'll go for those Stingers, but what we'll do is we'll put them in a Black Hawk so they can get there far more quickly. Then we're going to need some riflemen, and we'll put them in a Black Hawk as well, and we'll get 18 of those, and we'll go for some extra ones. We're going to need a lot of infantry, and then we have updated riflemen with additional weapons. You see they've got the heat rockets, plus they've got the M60 machine guns, so we'll go for those as well. No, not going to let us have it, so we'll go for some light infantrymen. What do we get with the light infantrymen? Alright, so they've got the Dragoon missiles, the M240. Alright, so let's see if we can have some of those. No, won't let us have them. Alright, well let's come back to the infantry later. Support units. This is important. So we've got the Avenger, which fires off the Stinger missiles. So let's see how many we can get of those. That's all we can get of those. Got to have some anti-aircraft support. So tanks. Alright, so we've either got the M55 Sheridan, which fires the Slinger missile. So they're good for helicopters out to 2,600 metres. Oh, sorry, for armoured vehicles out to 2,600 metres, but only a 40% accuracy. Maximum speed of 110, poor stealth, about 600 litres fuel, and 560 kilometres range. Alright, so let's compare that to the M8. So the M8 got 300 rounds, has a range out to 1,000 metres, only 15% accuracy. But it does have a good suppression value of 121. Let's go back and compare it to Sheridan. Sheridan, 75 suppression. Oh. We'll get hardened, so we'll go for 18 of those, and we'll throw in some M8s as well. Bit of variety. Alright, let's move on. Let's have a look at the recon now. What do we get for recon? Nice, we can get something with an auto cannon. Alright, so we've got Kiowa helicopters, miniguns, or the V150. Alright, so 20mm auto cannon. Good range, but you look at the accuracy, the HE power and the suppression, not great values. Navy SEALs. What are the SEALs going to bring for us? Alright, so you got frag rounds, you got the standard 7.62 assault rifles and the Stoner machine gun. Probably need something a little bit more mobile. Alright, so the M114, don't think that's going to cut the mustard. Another Sheridan. Not a lot of choices. Oh, I like this though. Having the longbow might be interesting. So if we get a veteran longbow for reconnaissance, we only get one. So let's go for train, so we try and maximise what we can get. Scouts. So either in a truck, a Humvee, in the V150, helicopter bound. I think we'd have to put him in a Black Hawk. Alright, so they've got some anti-tank missiles, which is good. 50% accuracy. It's better than some other things. We'll come back to that. We'll see what else we have. So what vehicles have we got to support our troops? Alright, so we've got tow missiles on a Jeep. Great accuracy, good range. And then the updated version. Slightly better range, slightly better accuracy. And then a Humvee with anti-tank missiles. Yes, that looks like the go. A lot better accuracy. couple of those. 76mm gun, not a great accuracy. Even with the updated version with the 90mm gun, still only gives you 45% accuracy. Good range at 650 kilometres. So let's go for some more of these anti-tank launchers. Some of those. Helos. Now, this is what gives us our real support. So well, we got the Sea Cobra, the Cobra, oh, the Apache. So lay down there. Look at that. 38 70mm rockets, 8 anti-tank missiles, and 1,200 rounds of 30mm minigun. Alright, so we'll take 3 at hardened. Oh, and we're going to get 6. That's even better. What's the Super Cobra look like? Alright, so it's got some anti-air capability, the AGM missiles, and it's got some anti-tank capability as well. So let's get 3 of those. Oh, we can get 6, even better. What about the updated 1F Cobra? Oh, look at that. Lots of missiles, lots of rockets again. That'll be helpful to support the ground troops. Got plenty of those. Aeroplane units. Alright. Thunderbolt, Skyhawk. What's the Intruder? Bombs. Alright. Corsair. Napalm. That'd be spectacular on the screen, wouldn't it? Let's get some air superiority platforms first. 16 block. Right, we can get 2 of those. Get the Hornets. Anti-tank missiles, some air capability. Oh, just 2. Alright, so we'll go 2 of those as well. F-16C. 2 of those. F-15D. Alright, so it's all round aircraft. Got some anti-air capability, infrared missiles, 1,000 kilos of bombs. Now I can only get 1 of those. One's really going to help us. Try the E in A. Oh, elite, 2 of those. What about the Tomcats? Radar missiles, infrared missiles. Once again, we can only get 1 of those. It's not really that helpful for us. But take it because it's got a good standoff platform for anti-air. The Phoenix missile. Prowler, I think that's radar missiles. Yep. Let's try and get some more ground support. Harriers, a bit too slow. What version? There it is. We can get 3 of those. Intruder. Yep, 3 of those. Alright, what else have we got? Alright. I'd like to get some more infantry. Got a force. Assault engineers. Right, napalm rounds. Black Hawk. Delta Force. Get some Delta Force. Still got 12 points left. Alright, where else can we beef up? What about the support units? Not a lot of choice there, is there? What about logistics? Can we beef that up at all? So we've got sufficient control, command units, we've got replenishment, so we've got board base. Where are we lacking? Definitely lacking tanks. Second. Sheridan. Sheridans. 10 points left. Recon. Cavalry Scouts. If you used up all our Black Hawks. Oh, some of those. Get a couple of those. Send them out on the flanks. See what's going on. Get some Navy SEALs as well. Better. I'd like to get some more infantry. Rifle. Hardened. Get some of them. Huey. More Black Hawks. Those. Alright, so that's my deck for the airborne. Plenty of infantry. Sufficient support. Logistics. Heaps of logistics. Heaps of infantry. Support's a bit lacking. Tank units, not really strong. You know, this is back in the those Sheridans first came in late 50s, early 60s. So depending on what era you're playing, maybe you can get some better vehicles than that. Recon, happy with that. It is strengthened by having the Apache longbow. Vehicle's got some good anti-tank capability there between the M151A2s and the Humvees, the M96s. Helos, heaps of support there between the Apaches, the Cobras, and some good spread of capability in the aircraft between the Intruders and the Harriers with the bombing. Got some air superiority with the Eagle, the Tomcat, and some anti-tank and air superiority with the F-16 and the FA-18C Hornet. So that's how you go about building a deck. I'll save this now as airborne. Yep, save changes. Thank you very much, computer. And in here we should see airborne. There we go. There it is. There you can see the breakdown. Those different numbers indicate the different categories and the numbers of units you have. So for the airborne, we had 4 in logistics, 9 in infantry, 2 in support, and so on. And the last number is the naval unit. We had no navy, so that explains the 0 there. So I hope you like this little explanation of how to build a deck. I'm no expert, by no means set in stone how you need to do it, but you do need to have a combined arms concept in your mind when you put it together, so different units can get support from one another and use the attributes to achieve your objective. Anyway, I'll use this airborne deck in an upcoming video, but for now, bye for now from the Major. Hooroo!